Okay, should be live. Let's see if I can pull the chat. Oh, pop out chat, let's go. I still don't see you guys for a reason. Oh, there you are, okay. Hello, hi. Good evening, it's currently 6, almost 6 Eastern time, or PDT, which is the time I'm on right now. So, for the first time in, I guess, 7 Ludum Jares, I'm gonna be participating in this one, so Ludum Dare 41. And I don't know, I have no expectation. I actually have no expectation, but it just felt like a thing to do after releasing that 5 tips for a game jam video. So I need some ideas. I have no clue what I'm doing. I just came back from the mine, so at the moment I have no clue what I've been doing. Apparently there's like some teams already in there I can look at. Yeah, team voting, let's see. There's no team. Where should I go to get the teams? Hey guys, I'm starting to see the comments now. What's up, Naruto, Krongster, Stolen Dude, and Galasto, of course. Yeah, I'm making a game for Ludum Dare. I still don't know what I'll be making. I'm looking for the teams at the moment. I really wish I could see them somewhere. Oh, I think that's it. Okay, so you are the weapon, a light in the dark, keep growing, 3 rules, shelter. Well, that ain't bad actually, like there's a couple out there that I could do, like shelter, I'm sure I can do, light in the dark, that's probably gonna be really boring. You are the weapon is cool. Is there a way to look at who won? Or who's in lead at least? Oh, there probably isn't a way, right? That would be cheating. Oh, thanks for the link. Yep, that's the link I'm on. Good. So, I've had this account since the last Ludum Dare, but I don't know how the website works. That's something I'll have to figure out at the end. Hello from Morocco. That's that's far, man. That's far. I'm on the East Coast. There's people from all over the place here. So, you guys have any idea what you're gonna be making if you're participating in that? Like, do you have an idea before you jump into the challenge? Because I really feel like making a 2D platformer. That might sound boring, but I feel like I could make it feel good. Is this a kind of challenge between YouTubers? It's a kind of challenge between a bunch of people that make games, I guess. There's so many people that join in there. I saw the number earlier today when I wanted to sign up. So yeah, and there's people that already submitted stuff for some reason. But yeah, 5,000 people are signed up, so that's gonna be a blast.
keep. Oh, the cooker. Get away. No, no. Someone's in the. Oh, there's a kid in there. There's a kid in there. I think the kid just died. For some reason, I'm about 10 times taller than me. Right, gymnast. I just need mustard. Oh, there's mustard right there. What really bothers me about this is actually, I mean, even though it like did very well in 3 categories, it should have done well in audio as well, because the messages are funny, but also the music in the background, which I believe is specially written. It's okay. I mean, it's actually really cool. Yeah, okay, like we need them potato chips, heckin' chips. They look like it. Veggie chips. Oh, veggie chips.
Oh nice, there's no voice I'm talking to. Yeah, sorry, I muted myself when I chewed. I got my snack here. I don't want to chew in the mic, that's really unpolite. But yeah, I'm having a look at these games. I'm really wondering what I'll be doing for art as well. Probably something like that. Hey Jogo, what's up? Not much actually. I'm getting ready for the Ludum chair. Ludum Dare. #1 fan for Brazil. Hey, there's Morocco, there's Brazil. It's crazy what the internet does. So my plan for tonight is really getting some kind of design down, getting at least an idea of what I'll be doing, then I'll sleep on it. That sounds a little bit boring, but I don't think I'll be doing any hard coding. I'll be testing like prototypes and stuff, but I won't be doing any code structure tonight because I know I'll mess it up. I woke up at 6 in the morning. It's about to be 9 p.m. so I'm gonna go to sleep eventually, but you know, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go to sleep eventually. I'll follow my own tip from the videos, I just suppose. And tomorrow I'll wake up with a fresh mind, see if my idea is still good. If it's not, then of course I'm gonna have to reiterate at that point. But at least I'll have the whole day in front of me. And that being said, I won't have the whole day. I actually have to go at the mine for a while and set up some more rigs. Let's see. So Tunisia, that is so. We are all around the world. New York, #1. South Africa, this is a nice place. I really wish I could go to South Africa at one point. One of my favorite YouTubers from there. Egypt, nice. Yeah, this is a pre-Ludum Dare. So stream is lagging 5 PS max, is that? Ooh, is that true? Yeah, Mr. Worldwide. Yo, Glass, can you tell me if the stream is lagging, since I see your name and you're shiny? Because if it is, it might be because I just formatted my computer and I have to redo my OBS settings, which would suck. You just woke up at 6 AM? You're getting ready for this, that's perfect. Abo asked, talk about your education before becoming a developer. So my education is quite simple. It's nothing really. I mean, I was going for a I was not going for any kind of job. Like, I finished high school and the high school wasn't really good, so it did not have any extra classes. So I learned about English at high school, and that's the only thing useful now. And then I went straight into gaming. Like, I picked up Unity. It took me about, I think, 6 months to pick up a little bit of coding, watching YouTube tutorials, and then eventually I decided to go for a class. But that one class I took was a game design class, and it was not really, I mean, I could have done without. Definitely, I would have learned, but I would not have the same chances as I have today. So over there I met a lot of great people that helped me get a job somewhere else, such as Ubisoft and other indies. So yeah, that's my education really. The education is all online, especially with Udemy coming in now. Udemy is going to teach you all you need to have. So let's see, I'm getting lag, now and then you buffer as well. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely going to change a little bit of settings here. I have the OBS running. I haven't streamed in so long. Let's drop that to say 18K. Apply. Hopefully that will be reflected.
escape.
Yeah, 18,000. I got a beast computer. That might not be the best idea. Let me drop that again. Well, YouTube redoes it. Like, that's the bitrate. It's not the. Let me drop that. Let me drop that by a lot, actually. What about AK? Does that work? Hey Delios, I'm really sorry you have to go now. I wish you could be part of this Ludum Dare too. Ludum Dare. Yeah, it's 4 in the morning. Are you gonna be participating tomorrow though? Okay, so we got 6 minutes to figure out what kind of game we're gonna be doing, or at least have ideas. Let me bring up the Sublime. Hopefully there's no confidential information in there. Let's see. I need to mute my Skype too. Which music is this? This is Synthwave from Epidemic Sound, so I'll just show you. This is it right here. Yeah, so then, dude, of course, that's the sound right here. It's gonna be in the chat. And this is copyright free if you are a Freedom partner. But it's Synthwave. Anything Synthwave works. Haven't asked a question about ads. Yeah, you got 5 minutes. Go ahead. Oh, that's cool, Dailies. You're gonna be joining us tomorrow. You should be. You should actually tune in the Ludum Dare channel in Discord. All right. So this guy won the 35th. Oh, sorry. That's super cool. Kronker says, "Rip like a lot of Freedom partners from the YouTube ad rev change." Yeah, and it's not getting any weird. Like, it's not getting better with time. YouTube is really cracking down on the small channel, and I'm not saying that because that's what everybody says. I have a little bit of insight on the business as well. My boss, which is someone I talk to pretty much every day, George, I guess the CEO of Freedom, I don't think it's gonna be looking so good for small channels in 2018. It really sucks, but business is a business. And it's not on our end, it's on the YouTube end, which is even worse because we don't have any control. Let's see, so what do you think about advertising your game on the Play Store at Google Ads? I would definitely try something else first. I would try to use the Unity ads first, but if your advertisement is kick-ass, if you have a nice trailer, you can put it in there, of course. That's always going to be profitable. You just have to make sure that your ad actually leads up to revenue. Like, if you promote a free-to-play game and you don't really monetize your user, then what's the point of promoting it? Yeah, you have more users, but you gotta make that money back. So the whole concept is you spend $5 in ads and you gotta make $5.50. Or something like that. I remember getting those numbers wrong a couple of times, but you're trying to go for something like that, right? So $5 spent, $5.50 gain. There's a bunch of cool game in there. Hopefully I can make it on this guy's channel. Thanks for your good comments, Dimitar. so we're getting closer, and I haven't really took a good look at the teams. So I'd go back there. Let's see if I can get the teams. I keep forgetting that link. Daniel says, off topic, but I gotta pay my respect because of your tutorial. I just released my first game. That is cool. That is really cool. Can you tell me a bit more? What did you release it on, and what is it about? Like, did you release it on mobile, or was it a standalone game? That'd be nice. Hi, I love you. Okay, me too. Okay, let me just go find this link for the teams. Oh, there they are. Actually, the same page. Well, we'll see it in 40 seconds, right? Oh, never mind. Gloss still sent us a link. Well, we got 40 seconds ahead. I'm really hoping for something like Color Change Everything or Shelter. These two, I feel like I could be doing something nice with that. You shouldn't really mix those. That's funny. Floating Island is also very cool. What do I think of Godot? Godot is amazing. It's super optimal for a 2D game, and I would definitely recommend if you make something 2D. It's just that the learning curve, if you switch from Unity, you know, you're still gonna have to learn a new engine, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. But if you're really opting for something that doesn't have as much overhead as Unity, I think it's a good way. Or you could learn to use Unity in such way where you disable other systems to make it have less overhead. Okay, so the website just said that it is ready. Now I gotta find the team. And the website is probably crashing right now. If someone knows the team, please put it in the chat. Oh, it's not standalone. It's still good. I mean, you start in mobile. Mobile is actually a little bit harder than standalone. That's what I think. I think mobile is harder than standalone because you're working with a lot more limitation. Am I going to be streaming developing the game? Yes. Maybe not the whole thing, but you know, I'll be doing the design here tonight and tomorrow as well. Let's see. This round has ended. Who won? Please log in to vote. I am logged in. Thank you very much. Team, combine two incompatible genre. Okay. That sounds fun, actually. So, are we looking at genre of games? Example, turn-based racing. Okay. Right, so I want to do a platformer. I just feel like I want to do a platformer. Now let's go for a simple list. List of game genre in all caps, because you're mean. So action game, platform game, that's mine, right? I have an idea in mind. Boom. Platforming. Now, let's make it cool. Platforming simulation would be really bad. Platforming and stealth still be really bad. Platforming sports could be nice. What about a what about a platforming fighting game? That could be Smash. That's not gonna be original. Okay. Platforming in FPS in 3D game. Platforming in FPS. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure it out because, like, if I'm gonna be doing 2D, there's no way to do FPS, right? So, unless we make it work, unless we make a 2D first person. No, that just doesn't make any sense, actually. Crap. Oh my god, it's you, nerd. Yes, I happen to be alive. Been away for a little time. Had to make sure all the other stuff were cool. Everyone who exactly, Gronkster. So everyone who vote for that team is really excited, and we're like, yeah, what are we gonna be doing, right? I mean, there's many things you can do. I just wanna look at the weirdest game. Let's do that. So YouTube, weirdest game of all time. We have to take time, like we have to actually spend a lot of time on doing the design. How much time do I have tonight? Until I feel really tired from looking at the screen, which, I don't know, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I want to get some design done. And then I'll wake up tomorrow and be like, whoa, maybe that's not a good idea. So what about a platforming visual novel? Actually, I'm enjoying this quite a lot. That looks fun. What the fuck is this? Oh, sorry. I must not say the word. Right. So we're looking at game from Japan. It could be a pigeon simulator. A simulator game. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this one's really giving me a hard time, team-wise. I wish it was a little bit easier. Looks like a cool MMO. I remember this one. This one was so good. This game looks so cool. It's like racing with Japanese stuff. I'll just call it Japanese stuff, right? That's amazing. Okay, platforming racing game could be okay, I guess. How do I know? Platforming racing game seems boring though. Does it seem boring? If I do like a racetrack, but it's like you have to do platforming, you have to jump and do stuff. What am I watching? I'm watching Watch Mojo. We could also take something from mobile, like we can use inspiration from mobile and try to just smash them up together. So popular mobile game would be, well, things from Supercell, I guess. What we could do is something like Renegade. Renegade was a really nice game. I don't know if you guys played, maybe you're too young for that, but I don't know if you guys played Command & Conquer. They did a RTS. Well, Command & Conquer is an RTS, right? So let me just pull that up on the YouTubes. and Conquer. And we're gonna look at Red Alert, I think. So an RTS game back in the days, you know, simple RTS just like Age of Empire, just like StarCraft, just like all of these. But then at one point they came out with this, which is an FPS of their RTS game. This is so cool, because now you play with the same weapon in the same buildings that you used to be placing around. So just imagine yourself that you're placing down building in RTS and then you go in first person view and you have these building and you're walking around these. Let's do that, let's combine. Let's combine an RTS with an FPS. Or a builder game like Minecraft, but then you jump into, no, not Minecraft. I didn't say that. Cut that out. I didn't talk about Minecraft. Okay. Do something in space. The theme is gonna be Dream. What about it? I don't know. Speedrunner is a platformer race game, you're right. So, Minima Art says, throwy phone. Let's go. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that sounds really weird. This is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. I would be the one that invented this. Who this? No, come join. Yo, help me out. Help me out here, we have a team. It's called Combine Two Genres of Game. She doesn't want to help out. Come on. Too bad. Oh, you in? You know you're right in the view of the camera, right? Nice. Oh, she gone. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Okay, so throwy phone. It could be a platformer where you have to do something physically, but how do I get that to work? I'm really sticking around for the RTS platformer, I think. What am I watching? Let's see if we can get some music as well. Hopefully you don't strike me. Right. So let's see. Oddtales.net. Let me have a look at that. What about an FPS Guitar Hero? That could be quite a good idea. That could be a really nice idea, actually. But I don't know if like it's considered as a genre of game. Guitar Hero. It's probably considered as a genre of game. You would call it a beat game, maybe. That looks really cool, but it's really not something I can leverage for this challenge. Fun Run is a platform racer for mobile. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look at this one last, and then I'm gonna start prototyping a little bit. Wow, that art is crazy. I'm just kidding. What? Okay. Right. So, pick crafter. I see you call that a pick crafter. Is that a real genre? Oh, it's actually a game. Okay, well, I guess that's the last one then. Pick crafter online. Let's see. I don't want to play it. I want to see a video of someone that knows how to play it. Or a trailer. That'll do. Really? Okay. Well, let's stick around, guys, for a Command and Conquer. We'll call it an RTS mixed with a platformer. You know what? That really sounds like Mario Maker for a second. Like, I really think it really sounds like Mario Maker. So Mario Maker, you make your level and then you just jump into it. So that's the platformer, and then you got the making element to it. But Mario Maker doesn't really have a specific genre, so technically we could do something of the sort. I just think it's gonna be boring if we do that, because Mario Maker exists, unless we make it look totally different. What if we make the building in isometric 3D or just in 3D in general, and then hop into it in 2D? Nah, that wouldn't work. Flappy Bird, you're funny. Tower defense platformer? How about that? So Neil says, should the game genre actually refer to game types? Yeah, because they had an example that said, example, a turn-based racing game. Hey, what's up, Doogie? How you doing, Doogie? Nice. I really like the name they give for those games. Guns of Boom. Really? You're also participating, but you don't have any ideas? Yeah, I'm the same right now. I really am. Well, I kind of have a little bit of ideas, right? So we could go for an RTS platformer, and I said something a second ago that was cool, but I forgot. It was a platformer. No, I forgot completely. Life is tough at the moment, but pushing forward, mate. Well, I'm seeing you're doing a lot of stuff on Facebook, so keep at it, man. Stay in there. The baby looks cute. For programming dummies, what's a Ludum Dare? So Ludum Dare is a game jam that lasts 48 hours. We begun about 17 minutes ago, and we still don't have an idea for a game, which is perfect. We should not have an idea for a game that fast. So 3D circular platform game. Oh, tower defense. Thanks, you reminded me that. Okay, tower defense platformer. That could be cool. What about Baseball Boy, but make it soccer? I like the way you're thinking right now. Base Boy, okay, base. basketball boy. But make it soccer. Oh no, we have to the goal is really to combine. That's actually cool. It's like what? Procedurally generated map. That's amazing. But we have to combine two genres of games, such as that's the theme. So the theme is really to just mix two of these together. So a platform shooting game or a fighting game that is also a beat game. Am I okay? So Stars Drag. Help me out here. What is the difference in between compo and jam? Single player MMO. Single player MMO could be amazing. I'm starting to like the tower defense platformer idea. Like at the base of it, tower defense RTS is kind of the same thing. Well, no, like tower defense is part of an RTS, almost. Oh crap! So I only have 24 hours to do this? If I want to do compo, I only have 24 hours, and in jam you can be 72 hours. Well, you know what? Let's jump right into it then. I'm gonna be in compo because I don't have all weekend. Well, actually, I don't have 72 hours. A beat music fighting game could be nice. It like something like that just got released, I think, a couple of days ago. I saw it on my feed. Let's go here. Let's call this LD41. We're gonna test out some mechanics. So assuming that I'm trying to do the lighter idea, so the tower defense platformer, I'm trying to find a good perspective on it. Like, could it be 2D? I would love if it could be 2D. It would save a lot of work. Hey, what's this? Up. I just got tagged in Discord and I want to go have a look. Okay, so 48 hours for compo. Is it 48 hours for compo? Or is it 72? Or is it 24? Okay, so Papa just said something in Discord. Papa, nice. Let's put that here. So compo is a classic Ludum there, and it's a solo 48-hour jam. This is the ultimate test of your game creation skill. I guess Yumi won't be joining on this one. Okay, well, thank you guys for cleaning that up. It really it relieves a little bit of stress. But I think we're on a good note here. So tower defense platformer could be nice for prototyping right now. How am I gonna do that in 2D and 3D? I still don't know. I wish there could be a way to do it in 2D. That would be like super original, I guess. Rohit says, please make a full tutorial on how you will make these game. I actually don't think I will, because the code the code might be disgusting at the end. Like, I don't wanna show that. However, the streams are gonna be up in a unlisted playlist that you can find on the channel if you click on it. Okay, so yeah, no big deal, Star. Let's try and see this in our head a little bit. Okay, so I'm seeing a grid. I'm seeing like a... Let me try and boot Photoshop. Where's my pen? Oh, here it is. Never mind. There it is. Now is this hooked in? No, it's not. I'm gonna need my cable. Or I can just use my mouse actually. So Doogie said there is a shooter called Hawk on Google Play. You could turn that into some kind of tower defense. Since it's you, my Doogie, I'll have a look. Let's see. This already looks like some kind of tower well, actually it's towers on the floor, but no, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. What I'm seeing is I like to place towers in 2D in top-down view actually. Let's see if we can do that. African 2D shark. Damn. That's yeah. It's my favorite name, African shark. So what if the game is actually like that, right? So it's a grid. And then you place stuff. You place tower in here. Okay, those are really even squares. So you build something there, you build something there, build something there. But then I want to go into like another perspective, like I could go into an FPS and shoot enemies coming from this side, right? And to make it simple, since we only have 48 hours, there would be no building in here. I don't think I should have building inside of the middle lane. That's only like for enemies to cross. So that's a big no. So that's easy to do, like the top-down thing, you drop stuff on top of a grid. And that's fine, but however, what am I gonna do with the rest? Like, how am I gonna get into another perspective? It can be 2D or 3D. Yeah, I really suck at I suck at both, but I guess I'm a little bit better into. I'm not gonna say that actually. You know what? Guitar Hero. Nah, we thought about that. I mean, we don't have the music for such thing. What about the enemies are the platformer and you are putting down enemy to stop platformer? So basically tower defense against the platformer. Okay, so you're putting down enemies to stop platformers. I don't get that sentence at all. But I see where you're going at. So basically instead, like we could be sending waves of minion to beat the towers. Nice game. Oh, I know it looks amazing right now. That's the best game you've seen. I'm also in the game jam, but it's a physical one. Hey, Andre, have a good time. Those are really, really great. And make sure you have some sleep. Make the tower accessible to shoot and have other tower to push into the line beside. Wait, let's see. Oh yeah, the drawing looks like a guitar. Yeah, I'm kinda really good at drawing actually. I'm getting a little bit better. Look. This is a pig. This is a pig. It's pretty good. So make the tower accessible to shoot and have other towers to push into the lane beside. Oh, wait, okay, that's actually, you gave me a good idea. You gave me a really good idea. So say we're 3D, right? Say we're 3D, we're always walking through towers and we have to build stuff to progress forward. Is that what you meant? Because if that's what you meant, it's a good idea. However, I'll have to do that in 3D. Which is gonna be quite complicated. So I should be googling base splits. Base splits it is. Hello, VR game. Jerry would be proud. Jerry would be very, very proud. Hey Van, yeah, so what about a tower defense where you can go in to shoot or turn? So that's the original idea, just like the game Dungeon Defender. but at the same time, I'm trying to avoid having to do 3D because I'm not gonna be so good at it, and it might reflect, like it might turn into real bad. Similar to what you're thinking. Okay, so you're just giving me additional ideas. That's fine. Let's see. So he's building a base. He's sending units over. Ugh. I'd rather not have pathfinding, but I see where you're going with that. Isn't really a VR game. It could be one, I guess. Okay, now how do you make towers, right? Like, how do you build towers and make it fun? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because say I want to do a tower defense, how do I make it really fun to create a tower? I guess I could combine it by what I did at the physical game jam here. You have to build like layer by layer by bringing in material. Thing is, I'm scared that if we go into a 3D game, that we won't even be able to see the tower defense side of it. Frame dropping only here? Ugh. I hope not. Trying to have no frame drop. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of frame drop. That's annoying. Let me lower my settings again. I'm at 8,000 right now, bitrate. There you go. The more people you shoot, the more tower you have. Let's see how we're gonna make that work, right? Frame drop is real? Ugh. How? Why? Why though? Nope, only for you. It's so weird to stream on YouTube. I get no actual feedback from the website. You have to gauge it a little bit. Okay, so what about? Oh, if you could just drop that all. Oh, let's put that away. I like the idea of progressing through something by another genre. So like, I'd like to do a platformer game, but then you progress through the level or whatever it is by doing something else, like another kind of action. Like, I'm just thinking about what they said, like a turn-based platformer game. So you have a turn to answer something, and then it unlocks one part of the level or something like that. But that would suck because it's not really action-packed. I'd like to have something that is two genre that are action-packed. Let's see. Oh, the frame drop was on the YouTube video? Crap. Think Clash Royale in Blitz style. You can be single player and generate a base. I don't know, man. What about the 2D Minecraft? But you also build towers. So what about 2D Minecraft, like Terraria, but you build towers that do damage? I'm just gonna have like, well, yeah, oh, never mind. I didn't say Minecraft. You're right, Kronkster. Nobody said Minecraft. Let's put that on the side. Right, so we're gonna bring out the paper. We have the RTS, the platformer. We have a build. Well, I guess building game could be really anything. You could build your platformer, or you could draw your platformer. No, that's not genre. Let's take a second. Let's take a second. Tower defense clicker. Tower defense clicker is actually a good idea, man. Hey Twist. You were watching my input video. Oh, interesting. No, but Glasto, you have a good idea. Like a tower defense clicker, it would really fit into the mood. But I would do two things, right? So there would be there would be one map with your whole grid, and then you can buy towers with your money. But then one button will give you, say, a coin, while the other one will send an enemy. Actually, you know what? We could do that. We could do like a button that sends enemy, and that doesn't cost you money, but you have to defeat it to get money. So the more you click, the more chances you have to kill yourself if you click too fast. Okay. So you have to like gauge how much people you send. Get R done, okay. Yeah, I mean that sounds like something doable. And that goes with what we said earlier with the reverse tower defense thing, right? So reverse tower defense instead of... Well, actually, you're the one that said that's actually sending enemies. Does that actually work, like in 2 genre though? Can we just call that... For information now, we are now in the jam. Stuck out tank. Right. Yeah, no, that's a good idea actually. I really like it. Hopefully it's still a good idea tomorrow. Plus, I think it's something I can execute on fast, and we can spend a lot of time polishing it. Hey, what's up, Mike? 2D Battle Royale. There's a bunch out there. Like, I think zombie.io or zomb.io, something like that. Ooh, where have I been? Screw that. Yeah, I think it's zombieroyale.io. So that's your 2D Battle Royale. The problem with Battle Royale is the fact that it requires multiplayer, and that is not something I'm gonna get in. Not today. Well, not on Game Jam, of course. What about a survival tower defense? I guess by this, like, by convention, a tower defense is already a survival because you're protecting something to stay alive. But yeah, Mike, that's your game. That's a tower. That's actually a battle royale, online, and those crappy.io settings. Not that we're gonna make anything like that. Actually, I don't even want to play. Okay, so I think we actually good. We can try and make the clicker tower defense. And I want to take a little bit of a moment to think about what are going to be the good moments, what are going to be the wow moments you have when you play that game. Twitch plays tower defense. Actually? No, that wouldn't work. I would do Discord play something though. Thing is, with Twitch plays something, you need to have viewers. So you have a finite, actually not infinite, so you have a finite amount of energy, and when you click on tower, you shoot and use that energy. Killing enemy will give you energy. So yeah, it's like the balance in between what you have right now on the screen, what you have on the board, versus what you can send to attack you, but at the same time, the thing that attack you are gonna give more back. Okay, so assuming we're doing like the clicker tower defense, right? I kind of want to split the game in two, but I don't want to at the same time, so I'd like to have a button that is here for generating money, I guess. You just click on it, it gives you money, and then you put tower down. They could be tower that give you money. Say we have a easy grid like that. Bum bum bum. And then in the middle, I'm gonna use another color for that one. There you go, green, because that's the road. And these are your tower right here, so that's a tower. And then you would have enemies, right? So enemies would be coming from that direction, going there, there, there. And you're actually the one that would send enemies. Yeah, just like Hero Line Wars. It's actually the same exact thing as Hero Line Wars. I didn't want to say that, but you said it. If you don't click a timer that drops out a bunch of enemy, that will give you like a half resource but a chance to drop upgrade. Okay, so if you don't click a timer that drops a bunch of enemies, yeah, so like you're pushing them to go for a harder challenge, but you can drop better stuff. Now, in terms of dropping better stuff, I'm not quite sure what I could give. We don't want to start managing too many resources, but we could give like special crystal to do special upgrades, I guess. Crystal could be something else. We're gonna use like basic term like crystal and like tower and gold, but when time comes and we have like a concept that makes sense and we think could be good, we're gonna swap all of that into another setting, like a whole new setting. Could be in space. That's what I'm saying. It could be in the middle of the ocean, and instead of collecting gold and crystal, you'd be collecting fishes. Special fishes. Your click could also have effect like, okay, so your click could also have effect like slow motion. I would die to play a polished multiplayer Hero Line Wars. Me too, actually. That and a good shape tag. A good shape tag would be awesome. Oh, actually, let's say we go back, right? What if we do a builder game that is also a platformer? Take my 35 bucks. You would pay 35 bucks for that? Crap. The builder platformer won't work. I just realized it's not enough. Not enough action. Boom, boom, boom. Collect penguins. Yeah, why not? Penguins are cute, I think. Typing game tower defense where you send a wave of angry project manager. Yeah. Let's see. A miner. What do you mean by miner? A SimCity platformer. Yeah, that is the RTS platformer that I was thinking about originally. The clicker tower defense really sounds good at the moment. Let's have a look. Let's go back down in the nostalgia lane, right? And have a little bit of that Hero Line Wars from Warcraft 3. So, you had your tower defense game, but then you had like little buildings here where you could send enemies to your enemy, basically. It's a little bit hard to tell at the moment, but there's like, if you have a look at the map down here, there's two people, right? There's one that fights in this. Actually, there's more than two people. It could be like a team, but assuming there's only two people, one of them is down here and the other one is up here. So you would build towers all around this map while nothing happens. If the enemy doesn't send you any enemies, if the enemies doesn't send you any waves, then nothing happens. However, what happens in this game is if you send enemy, you get bigger income every second because there's like an income per second system, so you gain money over time. However, if you never send enemies, you don't get to have bigger income, and if you want to build a better towers, of course you need to have better income. That was actually quite fun. Windows miner, a Windows miner. Thing is, a miner is not a game. I wish it was. A turn-to-turn shoot them all. That's like Super Hot, right? The game Super Hot, where time only moves when you move. You could almost see it here. So if you have a look at the tooltip when this guy is sending an enemy, it says you summon a Black Drake for the other team. That's gonna cost you $200, but then you're gonna receive $40 next time we have a income. You need to go diving, kill other people that come, take their loot, collect fishes first. You know, guys, we have 48 hours to do this, right? Actually, 47 hours right now. There's like the whole sleeping thing on top of that too. If you're weak like me, you need some sleeps. Okay, so let's see. We could get started with a clicker. But then again, like that's where I'm a little bit afraid. Like, how do we make the sending waves fun? How do we make the clicking part fun? I know the clicking part is actually addicting in the cookie clicker and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think we can make it that addicting. Actually, I don't think it's gonna be super easy. A card game if possible. You bring something new to the table. What about a card platformer that decides what kind of ability you have to clear a level or something? You guys have been really helpful with the suggestion. I just realized. We have all of this, and I think I only came up with that one. And I'm kind of biased with the platformer, so yeah, but like, I'm not biased towards this. This sounds like a good idea. The clicker and tower defense. Then again, all I'm thinking about, like, I'm trying to imagine the game right now, and all I'm trying to see is how can we give some wow moments to the player while he's playing that? Like, how can we make him say like, hey, nice, like something happened in the game. Yeah. Clicking for points, upgrades, enemy gonna come when they come. Also, the less you click when you're supposed to, the more enemies spawn. I think it should be the other way around. And now that just becomes a chore, so if you don't press, enemy comes and you die. And also, do you want to die? Or should we never really kill the player, since it's technically a clicker game? Yeah, TCG platformer could be nice, like really. I'm thinking about it, like, imagine you are drawing cards before you jump into a platforming thing. Card game that summons units to send on the enemy line. Like, okay, so if we could go with the triple team, right? So we could go for, just like Mike said, a card platformer tower defense game. Bart Vlogs and more. Hey, Bart Vlogs and more. I am we're actually thinking about doing, well, we're not thinking, we're doing the Ludum there 41, and we're brainstorming for a team right now. We have a couple of things in mind. The team is to combine two game genres, so maybe an RTS platformer, a tower defense platformer, a FPS clicker, you know, that kind of stuff. FPS clicker, did I just say that? That sounds cool. FPS clicker. Actually, that sounds like an actual just target practice shooting, but what about a game called Z Fighter about scaling a game object against the PC or P2 in order to avoid Z fighting? Marco, that sounds like a daily struggle, not like a game. That's kind of like Bloon TD. That's more or less Clash Royale. Okay, well, FPS clicker. Yeah. Okay, so let's think, because I don't really do cards. I don't really know cards so much. How How old are you? I'm really old. I'm like 23. Okay, so TD game could work. The card you draw in tower. Yeah, but they brought up a good point. Like the Royal, the game from Supercell that actually has cards. I haven't played it. I don't know the name of it, but there's like cards and you send units. So this thing's already in there and it's really popular. So I don't really feel like doing something that's so popular. We want to do something that's gonna like not shock people, but at least be like, hey, that's weird and that's new. I have a hard time saying that something's gonna be new, though. I don't think we're gonna find something that's new. Let's see. Yeah, card and platforming sounds good. It just depends, like, in how exactly do we make that work, right? Am I a robot? Yes. I'm a lizard robot. From space. "22? Time to retire?" Hey man, you know, 23 is rough. You get to start feeling old and such if your buddy decides to give up. Whatever. I know what I'm saying. I have no clue. So cards and platformers seems really interesting. Right now, if I'm having like a quick look in my head, the RTS platformer is kind of a dropped formula. I don't think I'll have time to do that. Tower defense platformer. Unless I can make it work in 2D, I don't think I can really do that in time. The build platformer, that's easy to do. That could be cool. The FPS clicker, not so much. Builder platformer. Actually, it's the same thing here and here. Nice. I'm stupid. And then we looked at the card platformer. So these are the two things right now. Lemmings. Lemmings is nice. What is Lemmings considered as? Fun fact, I thought he was a robot as well. Thank you, Glass. Really appreciate that. You gotta get my gender right. I'm a lizard robot. What about a 2D horror shooter platformer game that is wave based and also survival? I think you combine a lot of things, but horror thing is cool. Like we could do an horror platformer. No, nah, it doesn't work. Balloon Tower Defense 5. Okay, so it really exists. You're telling me this thing's already existing. That sucks. I know Balloon Tower Defense, I just don't know Balloon Tower Defense 5. Like, I know the original one. You need Flash to play it. Crap. I'm not gonna get Flash to play that. Can they just run that on HTML5 like everyone? I hope. Nope. Yeah, no, this whole thing is on Flash. I don't have Flash. Okay, so do you actually send the enemies in this one? Or it just comes? Because I have a feeling it just comes. Well, what you do here is you send a wave, but I'd like to be able to send like very specific kind of enemies. You said Lord Jerome? I don't know. Oh, it's one of the Minecraft guys. Nice. I didn't know he was still around. And playing this kind of game. Right. Okay, so you're the one that sends those balloons. I get it now. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of crap. It's already been done. Yeah, Pat and me could be random. I don't like random. I really don't like random. Balloon TD Battle is a mobile game where you can send units. Yeah, on the right there is different time. Okay. So that's what I thought. So you're actually sending the enemies. That sucks, man. I wish I was the one doing that. We could go back to making a clicker in 3D. We can make a 3D clicker that sends enemy, I guess. No, nah, that's not good. Also, I don't want to have a dynamic camera, so yeah, the whole TCG game, like the whole card mechanic, I've never done something like that in the past. We could definitely experience with that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how hard it's gonna be to do that. It's probably not gonna be that complicated if we make something really simple. Wow. That sounded like wise words coming from a stupid retard. Okay, let's see. What if we place towers in a top-down view, and then we switch into ISO view, and we fight, like a hack and slash? Yeah, Marquez, you're totally right. We should drop the clicker idea if there's no way to make it WoW. Let's have a look at this. Like, is there anything we can make WoW on that? Like a platformer, you can do WoW with a lot of like combo or like double mechanism, such as wall jumping into motion, just like Celeste does, right? So that's doable. We can do WoW moments with the platformer. We can make the player feel good with a platformer. I believe so because it's super reactive too. Now, can we make a WoW moment out of a builder game? By the way, we should we should keep that idea around for the clicker tower defense. I think it could be something to develop later on. So, what is War Simulator? I do not know. Let's have a look. War Simulator. I doesn't come up with anything. Yeah, so cards unlocking certain ability to complete certain map, but like basically what we're doing is we're just drawing cards, but we're not really playing a card game. We're not really doing anything with the cards. We're just like putting buffs on the table. So, Sara TV said, or Douglas said, there is a VR game that came out. Oops, my bad. There is a VR game that came out a while back. But basically, it's about building an army base, and then you're able to control the troop. So, let's see. I had something similar in mind. Like the initial idea, like the first idea I came up with, was an RTS platformer. Well, it was more like an RTS FPS because I was thinking about Renegade. Renegade, a really cool game from back in the days that combined Command and Conquer, and then you went into first-person mode inside the buildings that you built in RTS. So that was really fun. I think it's kind of something like that we're talking about. Yeah, Mike. So we also thought about that, Mike. Mario Maker is a big issue because it's so popular that people are just gonna say, "Hey, that's Mario Maker." But that could have been really, really fun. Build your own platformer. Well, no, it really can't be fun. Let's think about it, right? So they really have a short amount of time to play it, so we have to create the content for them. We can't ask them to create the content. That ain't gonna work. So let's see, Galasto just sent us a link. Is this safe? Oh, that was good. Damn, man, that's intense. This guy's my favorite. Isometric racetrack builder with pathfinding. I like the idea of building something and affecting something else like right away. So if we keep sending vehicles, what am I watching? That's perfect. So Dungeon Keeper, I heard about that game before. Yeah, it was a really big shift in design. Also, people told me to play the first one, not the second one, which I haven't done, by the way. Yeah, you create your dungeon. I'm still like same thing as before, right? I'm still feeling weird about that. Oh, your Chrome video makes OBS lag? Yeah, okay, my bad. My bad about that. So I'm still feeling a little bit weird about it simply because we don't have a wow moment in building. I find it so not boring, but I find it like not reactive enough. Like building could be nice, but what about we just pick 2 action pack genre? Which is why I'm really focused on doing a platformer right now. Now, a platformer FPS could be fun. However, how do you make it work, right? Well, you can't do like a 2D platformer in FPS. You could do it in 3D, but I don't feel like it's a good idea to go there. If you're gonna do a platformer, don't make it in 3D. We don't have enough time to make it feel good. Nerk, we have done the dungeon thing already in Cali. Did we? Wait, let me think about it. The dungeon thing in Cali. You're gonna have to refresh my mind. The dungeon thing in Cali. What have we done? I don't remember coding when I was in Cali. Where's my music, by the way? Where is my music, by the way? Ah, there it is. It's a bit hard to have music going on here. Everything I can play is only copyright free. So let's see. We'll play that. I have no clue what it is. Yeah, Star, you're still stuck at the team. Yeah, we're the same. Actually, we're not really stuck. We're really brainstorming, and I think we're having good picks. But yeah, it is a weird team, and like you said, only the people that voted for it are happy about it. Orc Must Die 2D FPS with tower. Okay, so I like that. I like Orc Must Die. It brings good stuff out of me. Now, how do we make it work in 2D? That's the question. What about... Okay, no, that's actually quite good. What if we do... Waves. Waves into a platformer. Okay, so waves into a platformer, and the only way to defeat the enemy would be to trigger stuff all around the map, but then to trigger the stuff you have to platform around. So I'm seeing like a map, right? So I'm seeing like a, I don't know, just a, imagine a standard track like this. I'm on side view right now. Enemy would come from that direction and go over there, and then you have to kill them by clicking on stuff, say here, 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 or there, but then there's a whole complex stuff that you have to platform around. Never mind that. That sucks. So out of ammo on Steam, do I even have Steam? I think I'm not logged in and I forgot my password. Let's look on the website anyway. Damn, dude, you like VR games. Let's see a little bit of gameplay. They probably have a gameplay trailer in there, do they? Nope. Okay. Crap. He did the 0-1s. How to change teams? Should I use player pref? I don't think we're on the same page at the moment. I'm thinking of making an adventure game with building kind of platformer style, so you have to build houses to get to the next platform. That's like, we had it for a little moment, we had our builder platformer thing going on, but eh. No, it doesn't really show much out of ammo. But we're still in here, we still have the clicker tower defense, we still have the card platformer, we still... What could we do? Yeah, don't worry, Star. I don't think we're gonna go with that idea. That idea might be a little bit hard to implement at the moment. Well, just because we have a short time frame, I think it could be a nice thing to do outside of that, just like a nice little prototype. Platformer with lots of zombies that follow you, and you only have a pushback gun. You have to activate traps in the level to mass kill them, just like, well, not just like, but in a similar fashion as Dungeon Defender, without being able to shoot, and only by having traps. Gotta bounce, have a meeting. Hey man, have a good day. I don't know what time it is in Australia, but rip. How about a clicker storytelling? Yeah, we could make like someone click on, say, we could make it serious. Like, you click, the more you click, the more money you make, but then people get poor and get criticized for it, and life gets harder and that kind of stuff. You can make the person feel bad about getting money by clicking. However, I don't think I'm really fit to do that. I really want to do something that's going to be fast-paced, you know. I'm all about the fast pace. All about the fast pace. What game is fun recently that I play? Well, the only thing I play is really Fortnite, and that's a Battle Royale. And I actually don't play it that much. I think I'm level 12 this season. So, could we do a Battle Royale with any of these other genre? Platformer Battle Royale? Make a scratching ticket clicker. Hmm. I actually don't know what Tekken is. Is Tekken Street Fighter? Tekken. Yeah, it's just like Street Fighter. Okay, so I'm glad that the hype I had about these is kind of out now, so I can go back to thinking a little bit fresh. What if I made a game with Scratch? From scratch with Scratch? Fast-paced wave card game where the player draw card based on the amount of minion he killed or something. What about you draw cards and that's the wave you get to fight? But like I mentioned earlier, like drawing cards is not a card game. That's just like picking a random item. Alright guys, we're all having good ideas. We are all having good ideas here. What about a 2D or a platformer based in high school where zombie epidemic has broke out? Okay, I forgot about zombies. We can do zombies. Like zombies is kind of almost a genre at the moment. We can do a, what's this game, like the anime game that went that got on Steam and then got removed. I think it's Yandere Simulator, right? We can do something with Weebu stuff. Basis of an anime or something. Sid would be proud. My man. But I digress. Let's bring in some fresh ideas. Yo, Yume. She spook. What if you do a zombie point and click adventure? The only thing that I can make WoW out of that, like that can be good, is content, really. And I want to have a system that feels like WoW, because with the content part, that means I have to be creative, and within 48 hours I won't have time to iterate over my creativity, right? Weeb Simulator is great for Sid. Yeah. First you start watching one anime. Well, first you start by hating animes, and then you watch one, and then you get hooked, and then you start listening to Japanese music, and then you start changing all your avatar online for waifus. Then you end up buying mangas and start reading. Yeah, could be a nice progression. Point and click. I see that as a point and click. How do you do card games without drawing more cards? Well, drawing cards like is one part of the card game, but it's not like a card game is more like you need to have someone to face, I guess. So you'd have two decks and an AI picking against you, I would say. You guys have some good comments. I'm really hoping we can get something rolling right now. I'm not feeling so big on the card game, to be honest, like this one. So at the moment, I still think I'm gonna be heading with the clicker tower defense. I'm just looking for the wow moments as we speak. Like, I'm trying to find out what could feel good. Why do people play cookie clicker? I hope someone tells me. I hope someone has an actual article written for that. Okay, why I play cookie clicker? Let's go. Let's go see why. He likes the reset. Never mind this guy. So to have a good wow moment, think about how Blizzard would do it. That's right. If we think about Hearthstone, even picking a card is sometime wow. Keep thinking of nuclear throne kind of deal. Hey Twistachio, the theme is you have to combine two genres together. So the example they gave is a turn-based racing game. Yeah, it's a very unusual theme. I don't know, it's my first Ludum there in a long time. Yeah, I want to know why you got popular. I want to know what's the addictive thing in. The cookie clicker had a community. Nice. Yeah, you didn't like that team? I don't think many people likes it. An horror clicker. That's too easy to do though. Well, not too easy, but like it's... If you play clicker with a horror team, I don't think they're really gonna consider that as two different genres. Maybe I'm just speaking bullshit at the moment. Combining a children game with a horror game? It could be an education game where you have to spell the words. It's a spelling bee game. It's a spelling bee game with FPS element. You shoot the letters. Horror clicker. Wow moment is when you click, you have a chance to be spooked. That's a good one. It's like a Russian roulette of clicker. You implement like a Russian roulette inside of the clicker. And every time you click, you're one step closer to getting spooked. But you don't know when. That could be cool. Maybe not with idle gaming, but like with something you do all the time. Why don't you why don't you continue your Pokemon Go mesh game? Because I mean, it's still somewhere in the files. Could reboot that at one point. But I don't see the fun in it at the moment. A life simulator combined with a platformer. You're a character in 2D that is playing a 2D platformer and you keep swapping between when certain things happen. Huh. That could be cool. I feel like that's a little bit disturbing when you have to switch in between the two things though. I'm gonna search up some more genre. Okay, shooter football. Hey, Rocket League, right? Oh, Star, watch out with Pepe. North Korea and Russia versus USA in Pokemon Go style. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit dry now on ideas. You know what, I never played a roguelike, so I really don't know what roguelike is. I actually, yeah, think that's something I need to learn right now. So, okay, procedurally generated game levels, turn-based gameplay, tile-based graphic, and permanent depth. That's cool. That's like a little bit of Diablo, I guess, with tiles instead. Slade Aspire is a good roguelike. Let's see. I think we've been around and like we looked at a lot of different games today. So you have cards and you do a roguelike. They already do it. They already do what we need to do. They combine two genres. Plus they have that side fighting thing. Yeah, Twistachio, the building game mixed with a wave-based game, that's tower defense. So isometric fight game with FPS mode and isometric game when you click a special button. That's cool. Like that's something like Renegade I've mentioned. So you build your stuff and then you go in first person and then you actually shoot people. That's actually quite cool. I'm just really like, again, I always have the same concern, like how are we gonna make it fun to switch in between the things? Like I'm trying to think of something that's gonna be fun to switch in between, because those genre by themselves, we know how to make them fun. We have a lot of examples on how they are fun on their own, but how do we mix them with something else? Or how do we swap the player like into a new thinking mode without really destroying his fun and without interrupting any of his fun? So like right now in my head, I'm just gonna speak out of my head, right? So I see a platformer when you shift yourself into something that you point or you look at, like say you're a little dude that walks around, that jumps, and then you look at the bird and you become the bird, and then you become something else, and then you can swap bodies like that. But then again, that's only a platformer. I have an issue like making the link in between something else. But if we can be like a little dude that runs around, that looks at the sky and say press a button, and then he swaps, like we do a nice animation, he swaps into a bird view, now he's in the top down, and he gets to choose where he lands or something like that. I don't know. I have no clue. Or defend something inside, maybe something like resource gathering plus platformer. Resource gathering plus platformer. Resource gathering, is that a genre? Let's say you build a base in third. Proceed. You say, we build a base in third person. Okay. Let's see. And only when the enemy wave is too big you can switch. Oh. That's something again, but like, how do we make that seamless? If we go back to what Twist said, so we build a base in third person, then the game becomes an FPS shooter and you must go and defend the game. Exactly, that's like Renegade. That goes back here, like that is what this is all about. The first idea. So, but like we're kind of confirming that this idea wasn't really bad after all, from what I'm getting here. Oh shit, there's so many comments. FPS racer goal is to finish the track first. You shoot to disrupt the balance by adding forces on open cars. Don't shoot from behind, otherwise it will make car faster. How about the open world Paperboy style game? Paperboy was so cool. I'm just gonna play it because I know a lot of people haven't. Paperboy. It's a really old game. And I think the game also inspired something else. It inspired a mode in Snowboard Kids. Paperboy. Let's see. Mail. Okay. I think it's this one. It's called Shoot Cross. You're on a snowboard, so you could do a snowboard game and then deliver papers, just like in here. So you have to aim in front of you and then deliver the paper. So resource gathering is a mechanic. He is totally right. That's not gonna work for another team. When you click the special mode, yeah. So I'm really thinking about this idea, the first idea, which is to like have a isometric view or like a top view of a map. You create stuff, then you can get inside of the map and actually do something about it. Maybe like defend against some waves or maybe something else, because defending against some wave can be boring, I think. But I mean, it's all going in the first section here, so I'm glad we agree on this. When he changed anything, make it 3D. So Sasuke, you're late to the party. What's the team? It's a really bad team. We combine two genres. Thank you for the good comment, Studio Supreme. Combine Osu with Guitar Hero. We could combine Osu with something. The problem is I don't have good music skills, you know? So that's going to be really hard to make work out of it. Or to make it work. Okay, so you know what would be perfect? If we manage to make the transition in between the two genres in the game, if we manage to make that transition a wow moment as well. So you want to change, like you really want to go ahead and say press that button that's going to put you in RTS mode, or press that button that's going to put you back in FPS mode. There has to be a way to make that fun, right? Because a platformer on its own, like I feel like just like a wall jump could almost be rewarding. Collecting stuff is bad. Nobody really cares about that when you have a look at it. Like after playing a game, you don't really care about the collectibles so much, unless it was like hard as a challenge and you're trying to achieve 100% completion status. But for the judges here, they don't give a crap. So platforming could be fun if you just successfully jump over stuff, I guess. RTS, how can placing buildings from a top view or isometric view be fun? What if it's like just like, so imagine that. What if it's just like the stack, right? The stupid game we did that Ketchup whatever published. Ketchup. Okay, I typed that wrong, but what if it's like the stack? You're in top view and then you have to drop buildings, but you don't choose where they are. You actually have to be synced, right? You drop the building and then you're stuck in it in a platforming mode. That sounds simple. I'm just gonna write that. Stack platformer. I know stack is not a genre, but still it's some kind of, you know, it's the building genre, we would say, plus the platforming. What about a RPG and vocabulary? Well, it would be definitely useful for me as I cannot speak at this time of the day. What time is it? It's like 10. Yeah, it's 10:30 for me. Yes, Fortnite Save the World has a similar idea to what we're talking about. Kind of. However, I'm not seeing the same thing because I have Fortnite. I play it sometimes, so I know what you're talking about. You're building stuff. You're defending against wave. However, if we were to do something like that, I would go into a different view when you're building. Like you would go in a 2D view, like a bird view, and then you would place down stuff on the grid instead. I think that would be much more fun. Let's see. Let's put that on the side. I gotta go look at my comments. Turn-based first-person life simulation shooter. Life simulation shooter. I don't think that's gonna fly. Oh my god. Oh, my bad. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere. I like the idea of, well, not this one so much anymore, but this one came back to life. The clicker, if it's not done at the jam, I am going to do something else with this. Like the clicker and tower defense has to be done somehow. Offline, but I guess that's gonna be my second mobile game. Definitely just stealing that idea from Glasto, by the way. Just making that clear. That's my idea now. I took it. Okay. Okay. I'm getting quite tired, physically wise, so I think we're going to sleep on these three ideas. So on the RTS FPS, without really the FPS, I don't think we can code that in. More like the RTS and then platformer into some kind of building game platformer, but it's like it's skill based. The building is not really you put it here. It's like an action building thing, so you have to be precise in an action, or maybe do like a quick time event to place something. Just like imagine like you're doing Tetris, but then platformer. So you're just putting down blocks super quickly as fast as you can, maybe with a small random, a control random, and then you have to platform on top of it. We could do a Tetris platformer. That doesn't sound so bad. Hey man, thanks Gasto. See you later, or see you tomorrow actually. How about a bingo go A? What? Oh, bingo FPS, okay. Bingo FPS. I don't know how we can make that work, but it's funny because we go back in those old games now. I mentioned the Tetris platformer. That could also be something quite cool. Everything can be cool if we make it cool, but no, I can see a couple of game in there. Okay, so we got 1 hour 30 minutes of design done. I'm about to go take a nap, also known as a sleep. So I'm gonna go sleep soon, and I will definitely sleep on these ideas. Hopefully I can come up with something in my head, a lot of wow moment to make these feel right. But at the moment, like I said, I'm really focusing on these three. Put them here. So RTS, FPS, platformer all at once, or a stack platformer, which is an action building plus a platformer, and a clicker tower defense. Le thème, c'est quoi? Le thème, c'est faut que tu mixes deux genres de jeux ensemble. Donc, disons un FPS, puis un turn-based, ou un FPS, puis un racing game, un platformer, puis un novel. Fait que si tu mixes deux genres ensemble, c'est pas le thème le plus facile. Star says, I don't care about I don't care about the team anymore. I'm just gonna make a meme game. Yeah, that's kind of what we did last time. That was fun. That's actually what I do every time I go to a pixel challenge, except the last one. What about an Agent Smith like? You don't play as a main character, but one of the wave, and if you die, you respawn in another one. You know what? I'm going to sleep on this. I am going to sleep on this. Definitely need some sleep. I'm starting to lose my voice. I've been speaking more in the last 2 hours as I've been speaking. Like I've spoke more in the last 2 hours than I spoke last month. So just to give you a quick view of my life, I guess. Alright guys, thank you for tuning around. We're gonna go sleep on some ideas. We're going to come back strong tomorrow after a good breakfast. And we're going to code something. What exactly? We're not sure quite yet. We're really thinking about doing a platform. I'd love to do a platformer. I have some good ideas in my head. But it might be a clicker tower defense. Who knows? Having that said, I wish you all a good night if you're on the East Coast or West Coast. And, well, a good day if you're on the other side of the world. Cheers, boys and grills. Catch you tomorrow.